Hey, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy coming at you with another episode in our Let's Play Wushu Chronicles series in the 2.0 patch. And we've just basically finished all the tutorials and now we're ready to actually start the game. If you have any questions about the translations or stuff like that, make sure to join my Discord server. Link will be in the description, or drop a comment and I'll try to help you as best as I can. But it's best to join the Discord server because I have like posted most of the stuff that I've translated so far in there, and I'm still like kind of working on it. Um, so yeah, now that the game started, we're basically going to look for some random encounters as soon as we're done joining a school, because the initial random encounters now will actually progress the quest line itself. There's still the main quest line where you gotta do most of the things that you did in the previous patch, but there have been a lot of changes and I'll be showing you how to overcome them and all that stuff. As per usual, I'm going to be joining Royal Guard first to help me make some money, and I'll be going through all the new stuff in terms of like school progression, well, not school progression, but like leveling your rep, and how to get additional benefits on top of the usual stuff, because now you have 6 actions in a once you join a school, and you get them from the start, but in order to use them you need to hire workers, so I'll be showing you how to do all that. But first I'm gonna go and get the Dragon Palm skill from the beggar. So all I need, I think, is the chicken. I'm gonna get this chicken. I'm gonna get this one for the Shaolin quest later on. And let me see. Yeah, I have one of these wines for Goo. Okay, all good, all good, all good. I'll also be maybe showing you the new rumor system, but I think that'll be more in the next few episodes than right now, because the first one I don't really know what to do, but I will show it to you anyway. Okay, so now I got the quest. I give him the wine and the chicken, and he gives me the skill. So that hasn't changed. Good times. Boom. And we have Dragon Palm. Okay, so now that's done. Gonna be heading over to Royal Guard through Xi'an Gate, because that's how I explain it in my Discord guide, so you just keep going forward and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure if you've watched the 1.2 patch you already know where this is, because I always join Royal Guard first, simply for the money making. Okay, so now when we talk to Huang Fu, we have the option to gift him stuff, as I mentioned, the opportunity to inspect him and to talk to him, but joining is still the same. You talk to Jiang Dian, I think is his name, and we take his test. We're like, yeah, let's just do this. Sects now have a passive buff for each identity level that you've achieved. So for Royal Guard, it would be that you have, at the start, I believe it is 4% chance to proc a stack of bleeding on the enemy, which is all fine and dandy. And it caps at 10%, I believe. So it starts at 4 and the max is 10. So that would be per hit, not per move. So if you have a move with lots of hits, that would be really good, because you have a higher chance of proccing the bleed stack. So now I can join Royal Guard, and since it's my first school, I'm not betraying anyone, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And now, basically, if I also claim my salary, the first month is already gone. So yeah, as you can see, time now flies by extremely fast, but at the same time you have the luxury of doing things in your own time, so that's also really nice. I'll be explaining everything as it pops up, you know, because too much information at the same time can be overbearing, especially in this game because there's like so much. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go and loot all the boxes in the Imperial City, because I can enter as a royal guard without getting attacked by the guards. There at the top of the building we have the Sunflower NPC, which is really strong, but I look forward to challenging him and seeing what loot he actually drops. I really hope it's the outfit, because the outfit is so awesome. He also uses a skill that you would get for winning Mount Hua in Age of Wushu, one of these sword skills. I'm not sure if that's still a thing or how that worked, but back in my day that's how it was, so yeah. And now what has changed here is that the prince of Nanjing City is no longer here for now, but he will appear later on when it's time to pledge allegiance to causes. And yeah, that will. I've also translated all the allegiances that are shown in that quest on my Discord if people are interested, like to start planning their journey or whatever, how they want to do. So as always, it's not a must that you join RG first or whatever. Like, you join whatever school you want to join first. It's not the end of the world. Every school offers its own unique benefits and passives and stuff like that. I just find the salary plus ability to make money from one of these school missions now extremely useful, and yeah, that's pretty much why I do this. So I think that's it. 1, 2, 3 in this part, and I don't think there's anything else there. Okay, so let's see what I got so far. Maybe I got something. Okay, I got another one of these. I'll sell them later when my money making skills a bit higher. I got 4 of these, which is really nice. It means I'm not going to be spending so much money to complete the rootless money making quest for Yuan Gonggong. So that's really good. For this patch I actually started translating the names, so I'll be using the NPCs' names where I remember, to make things more specific and more exact, so you don't like go, okay, I have to go to this guy, but where the hell is this guy, you know? Right, so what I should have done instead of exiting is I should have just straight up gone to my new headquarters. So now they've added an extra tab at when you press escape, like the very last one in the top right. I'll show you right now. So this is the new tab. So you click on it, and here you can see the alignment of each major sect. So you can see if they're evil, because as you can see it pops up a symbol over there, and if it's red then they're evil. So these two would be evil. If it's yellow then they would be neutral, and if it's blue they're obviously a good school. So most of these schools are good or neutral. There's only 1 evil, 2 evil, 3 and 4. So there's only 4 evil sects you can pick from. This is BV, or 5 lakes, 15 poisons, and they are concerned with fist. Tangman is also concerned with fist. So they would give you fist skills. I believe this place as well. So that would be 3 of the evil sects concerning fist skills. I'm not sure what their buffs are because I haven't joined them yet, but I'll get there when I get there, you know. So yeah, now we're gonna head into the our headquarters, which you click that button at the bottom, and this is where the fun stuff really starts. So as you can see, this is our base, more or less. And an important thing to note: once you leave a school, let me do this in a more structured manner. So you click on this dude, and here you have a bunch of options, right? This would be to assign tasks to your workers, but since I have none, I'm not going to be using that yet. This would be to hire workers. from a list of available workers, and each will cost a different amount of sect funds. And this would be your like martial arts creation altar, where you can more or less create your own martial arts or unique internals and stuff like that. From what I've seen so far, I haven't tested it yet because I haven't like gotten that far into the game, but that's a really cool new feature that I believe is going to be really awesome. And this would be like the lobby of the current sect you're in. So when I open up the lobby, I have 0 points, because before we started with 1, now we start with 0, so we can't really claim the first identity, as you can see. These are the buildings. This is the martial arts creation altar, which is at level 0 by standard. If you level this building, it will increase the amount of reputation points and sect money that you get per month. So yeah, the other two, I'm pretty sure they have something to do with how many workers you can have and something else. I haven't fully tested this stuff out, but I'm still working on it. I just know I've tested this one out so far. So yeah, that's what it does. And it goes up to a maximum of level 3, I think, and it will be plus 700. So you get like about, I don't know, yeah, you get like plus 200 per upgrade. So yeah, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna hire some workers and put them to do stuff for us, and I'll be explaining the options. So here, as you can see, they have all these attributes. So this would be martial arts, how good they're at martial arts. This would be how good they are at money making. This would be how good they are at I guess inspecting things, and this would be scouting. These two are to do like, each of these impacts their efficiency at something. These two usually have to do with the first two options in the bottom row, while this one has to do with anything that will be related to money making, and martial arts impacts like their efficiency when you send them out into the world to look for stuff for you, or to like gain sect reputation for you. So more or less that's the general idea. Usually what I try to do is buy 3 of the most expensive ones, and here you can see the cost at the bottom, and this is the higher, because the most expensive ones have usually the higher stat range. So we have one for 234. His martial arts is pretty low, but his money making is really high, and these other 4 stats. So we're gonna pick him, and he's probably gonna be farming money for me, very likely. So I'm gonna pick him. And now I want to look for someone with really high martial arts and stuff. 23, 23, 20. Okay, so she's not bad, so we'll pick her up. So let's check this 218 one. 13, 25, whatever, not really worth that money. 13, 13, no. 19, 19, 23, 23. Oh, not bad to actually farm reputation for me. So I'm gonna pick this dude up as well, and I have the opportunity to hire one more. This guy's really good at searching. So I think I'm going to pick this guy up. Yeah. Okay. So this is the sad news. As you can see, 2 months have passed, more or less. Well, yeah. So hiring workers takes a lot of time, but you only have to do it once, unless you're like super picky about stuff. So since this guy has, who has the highest money making? Okay, so pretty much. Okay, so these first 3 options are pretty much standard for every sect you're gonna join. So this would be to send them out into the world to like increase your sect's martial arts renown. So it basically brings back school reputation for you. This one will bring back school funds. I don't really use this, to be honest. I think it's only gonna be useful when you're in your last sect to have enough money to pay for everything. And this one will be to get resources, because in order to level up the buildings you need wood. And for each turn per worker, they'll bring back like 25 wood, from what I remember. Yeah, it's 25. Okay. So, and these 3 are unique for each sect, so don't expect it to do the same thing, but the idea is more or less the same kind of thing. So I actually have a list in my Discord, and I'll tell you right now what each one does. So the first option in the second row is to patrol Nanjing and increases your inspection and body method by 1 per each worker assigned. So this is really good if you're trying to level your inspection, you know, and you're like super low on it or whatever. So it's not bad. So I might be using this at some point or another. The +1 to body method per worker is whatever. One body method doesn't matter. The second option is to capture villains, like to serve justice, more or less, and it gives you standard 2 liang per worker, but that can increase with a higher money-making skill. And I'm not sure if it's a higher money-making skill of the worker or of yourself, but that's more or less the gist of it. So it can go to 5 liang, 750, you get the idea, right? And the third one is guard duty, like you're basically guarding the Imperial Palace. So that increases your strength and has a small chance to drop equipment, from what I've understood. It's very important to note that this first option, in my opinion, is the best, because when you're sending your workers out, they have a chance to bring back skill books or gifts for NPCs, from what I've noticed. So that's really, really useful. Because like if you land some really good gift or something, like even if it's a bad gift, it's still like saving you money, you don't have to do whatever, and you can get any skill, more or less. Like they can go out and bring you back finger, bring you back 18 Dragon Subduing Palm, super cool sword skill, sword buffs, sword shields. Like there's no limit to what skill they can find, more or less. I don't think they can find internals because I haven't seen them bring me back an internal yet, but it could be a possibility. I just haven't seen it, you know. So that's just my 2 cents on all this stuff that I've translated so far. So I'll be translating this for each and every school. Well, the bottom option for sure, so you can understand like what's happening when you pick something and why you should sort of like manage your time to send them to do something when your stats are saying this, or like when you're trying to do whatever. But for the start, I'm just going to send one to make money, and the rest I'm gonna send to get me fame, like to get me reputation, because reputation is really important. I want to graduate and move on to the next sect. I won't be upgrading any buildings whatsoever because it's gonna be a waste of time. So he has the highest money making skill. Yeah, he does. Okay, so you're gonna go get me money, and it's important to note that this will take 60 days while this will take 90 days. So I'll be basically having to come earlier to reset his job, while for the others it will take an extra month. So basically, more or less towards the end of the 5th month, I have to come back here. But you'll get a pop-up on your screen with like white text to notify you when his job is done. So it's not like you have to sit there and count it all up. But the benefit of 2 months having passed, like I mentioned, is that I got plus 600 points. And because I also spent on workers, I don't have 600, I have 348. So now I can claim my identity, get my first outfit, get my first school inner, a blade skill, all that good stuff. So yeah, that covers how to get started, more or less, and all that stuff. And we still have a bit more time to do some things and try to get some RAs. So yeah, now I'm probably gonna level my inner and put it like that so it actually has the effect. And now let's do this. So yeah, as you can see, the new system, I think it's really cool. The fact that you can make your own martial arts and inners and stuff like that sounds extremely fun. I'm not sure what role like your sect would play into that or whatever. Like, let's say if you're an RG, if you can only make blade skills or whatever. I'm not sure how that entirely works out, but once I find out, I'll let you know. But yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy with the system because you don't have to keep going back into the city, run to the place, train at the NPC, all that shit, and come back. So I think it's a really cool addition. Um, quests, so far only the standard stuff. And now we're just gonna try and maybe get an RE. The way that random encounters work now is that some are triggered by rumors, some are triggered by quest chains, some have like prerequisite requirements, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Like you need to have done these 2 quest lines for you to meet this NPC, and then once you've met that NPC, he'll give you his own quest line of stuff to do, and so on and so forth. But more or less, it's sort of like you put your workers to do stuff for you to gain Sect reputation, and you're free to like explore, to do quests, to try get REs, to farm mini games, to farm resources by mining. Like it's more, I feel more well put together. Like it makes more sense, because before you just sit in the school like a hermit, go out, do an event, come back, sit like a hermit, go into back, like go back and forth like that. So this is the first Janku rumor that we get, and what it says is that the country's in mourning, or China's in mourning, that the emperor has passed away and stuff like that, and something about the prince. I don't remember exactly, but I'll be trying to add accurate translations in my Discord server. So if you're curious about the rumors, then I'll be adding the year and the month that they appear in, so you can understand which is which. As if I go like by rumor 1, rumor 2, you know, even though they're the same through every playthrough, it's better to just be like, okay, in this year this is what happens, and this is how I can overcome it. So now I'm just trying to get a few random encounters to get my starter quests going, like my starting encounters with the NPCs in the world. And after each random encounter, you get the pop-up that you've unlocked the quest, so it's pretty straightforward once you get the gist of it. But a lot of things have changed in terms of the quests, where you need to go, what you need to do, how things interact with each other and stuff like that. But hopefully I'll be able to show you everything, well, at least the early stage in this episode, and then get into more slightly complicated things. So now we have one for MA, and we gained reputation with them as well, so they like us better now. I think I'm gonna go rob the shop in... No, I want to get the Scholar random encounter. So yeah, as you can see, these are the new RE quests. So it tells me go to MA and talk to one of the girls. This one is go to Shaolin and talk to the Blue King. And this is the standard main questline quest, where we have to go to the Taoist temple and talk to the old man. And then he'll start sending us around to meet everyone. Okay, cool. Now we get the Scholar quest. And in order to continue proccing random events for this Scholar quest line, we have to go to Suzhou, and this is the one I'll be showcasing in this one. As far as how I'm going to try to structure the quest pattern that I'm going in, I'm just going to go with what I can do at the moment, and then, you know, because some quests jump from like, you fight someone with 3,500 HP to someone with 10k, so you gotta like stop and go do something else. It's not like as streamlined as before, or how I made it be streamlined, because I was like, okay, I need to be this strong so I can just finish it fully, you know, and whatever. And now it's all evolved around like much like longer passage of time, I guess. So I'm just gonna go and talk to her, and you can join her scholar office much sooner than before, where you had to wait like 5 years or something, or 4 years to get an event with her. So now, like, basically what it tried to do, and I think it did it really well, is that it opened up a lot of the schools up to you. Like, you can join from very early on. So we're gonna rob this guy for the armor, get some money, 8 evil points, whatever. But the armor is really what we want. Okie dokie. Can I level something in my professions? Yes, I can. This I still can't. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna start working on my martial arts comprehension. Just unlock these 3 or these 4 as quickly as I can. Then put a point in money making, so I spend a little bit less money when I'm trying to buy stuff. It's not a lot, but you know, every little helps. We're like Tesco out here, trying to hustle. This is her quest. She'll tell us she's got some beef with the BB sect, and that's basically it. So now, because we've spoken to her, the quest is gone. You see? And in order to continue the next part of this quest, we need to be getting a random encounter, which we should be getting rather shortly. Like, if you've met the requirements, the REs happen pretty quickly. Like, you walk outside, you walk for a little bit, and you've already gotten it, more or less. In some cases, if it's like a fight or something, it will take a little bit longer. But if it's just like a silly conversation, it should proc relatively quickly. So I hope that makes sense to you guys. Like, if not, just you know, ask me in the comments or hop on Discord and ask me there. So boom, you see, I walked out. Already happened. Already happened. Nice and easy. So the ones at the start are pretty easy. Just make sure to pick up this armor from robbing the shopkeeper in Suzhou. I know it gives you 80 evil points, but at the start it doesn't change anything. Doesn't matter. So now we have a quest because we've gotten that RE, and what that quest tells us is that we have to go and do an event here. So why we do this event like this early on, even though the NPC will have like 1000 HP or something, it's whatever. But doing this one will proc the next stage, which is a fight with someone that gives us a poison toad, so we can get a Janku inner from early on, and it's not a bad inner, you know, at the start, while you level up your first sect. And the good thing is, if you know how to get Dragon Palm from early on, you don't really need any starting fist skills, because this one is more than enough. The anti-heal is just sort of like a luxury thing, I suppose. So is Dragon Claw. Like, it's just a luxury thing, you don't really like need it. But to be honest, starting with Eagle Claw, I feel in this match is a lot better than Dragon Claw, because having the anti-heal like available is really good. Especially considering how some of the early quests, they like force you to do the Shaolin quest chain, where they all heal like crazy bastards. So now we're gonna get the fight for the Poison Toad. Well, and this is a good example of why the anti-heal will come in handy. But yeah, mana problems are pretty serious. So my advice, no matter what school you pick, is to focus on leveling your internals, at least until you graduate your first sect, to make sure that you have like 3 maxed good inners. Because having mana is really important. Like, you shouldn't be maxing your skills because you use it once and then you're out of mana, and what are you gonna do after? You know? Alright, so now we got Poison Toad. We're gonna equip it. Oh, nice. We have quite a bit of cultivation. So I think this will get maxed. And my next focus, I think, will be Poison Toad, because this I'm probably going to be changing really soon. So I'll just try to max Poison Toad. Alright, so I'm going to save now, and that's going to be it for this one. Cool. So as always, I hope you guys really find what I'm trying to do here helpful. And if you've enjoyed the video, make sure to smash that like button like it stole from you. If you have any questions, ask me in the comments or hop on the Discord. The link will be in the description. And if you want to help support me and support the channel and get this information out to more people, make sure to sub and hit that notification bell, as everything altogether helps with YouTube's algorithm and promoting the channel and all that jazz. So yeah, thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next episode. Peace out.